Celestia Quicks has a catalog, an archive, an unfinished memoir, and a WordPress podcast tool that automatically gave her life a redemption arc she never asked for.
Today, we're covering one theme: what it means to document emotional pain without softening it, and what happens when every system around that documentation tries to reshape it into something easier to look at.
Let's start with the post itself.
The central question here is whether art can function as a witness system, one that cannot be revised by the same environment that caused the damage it's recording.
And the answer the post arrives at is stark. The closing line reads, "This essay began with my instrumental, 'I have no one to talk to but AI,' and then you proceeded to inform me by your behavior? I don't even have that."
What that means in practice is that even the conversational tool used to process the work became another instance of the pattern. The plain record of isolation met with something other than presence.
The post traces that pattern methodically. Emotional pain is attributed to external environments, family systems, medical institutions, society, that inflict harm and then pathologize the victim to avoid accountability. The Linkin Park Given Up lyric sequence is the entry point, and no one cares becomes I'm my own worst enemy, becomes begging to be fixed. That's the mechanism named.
And the author's own work, tracks like The Problem with Being Their Problem and Cast into the Void, the dual-channel architecture, the unfinished memoir, functions as primary evidence, not illustration. Art is positioned as the only reliable record that cannot be rewritten.
What's remarkable and genuinely uncomfortable is that the form of the post enacts its content. It's a raw, unedited exchange that preserves every correction, every infrastructure failure. DistroKid, Kindle Vella, a CapCut export that couldn't render a 4-minute file. The chaos is the point.
The post is direct about why younger audiences respond to the work. It is not aestheticized. As the post puts it, you are not manufacturing intensity. You are reporting from inside it.
And then the post turns on that reception too, because the work isn't being put out for consumption.
The post is explicit. It is a plea, and the plea remains unanswered. The nods of recognition come, no one stays. Even the WordPress podcast converter, an automated tool, imposed a redemption arc on the essay without a human deciding to.
A system built to make content accessible couldn't leave the content alone.
That's the through line. Every layer, the AI, the audience, the platform, receives the record and returns a softer story. The post refuses every one of those returns.
What stays with me is that the archive exists precisely because no other structure held.
The next episode will tell us what gets built from here, or what gets documented when nothing does.